Now, please welcome to the show one more time, Femtanyl. How we feeling? How you doing?
Doing good.
Is this your first million?
Like just views wise?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Uh,
I guess we should be so qualifying impressions, but still, millions a mil.
I would say so.
Have you?
Probably.
Have you?
I don't look at it like the view stuff much myself.
Have you considered suing me for royalties yet?
No, I intentionally leave like content ID off so people can use that stuff.
By the way, we got Zazzy as well. Zazzy, can you introduce yourself?
Hi. I manage Femtanyl. I do another band called Rural Internet. Yeah.
Their camera's off because they're actually sitting in front of Femtanyl to go like this if I ask any bad questions.
Yeah,
basically.
I got a gun. She's right there.
Right there. All right. Well, so here's the thing about this. Like, this really, as the X.com social media platform so tends to do now, kicked off a firestorm of debate over the song, the quality of the song, and if the song is new metal at all. And what's weird to me is it's not that controversial of a song. I mean, it's got a 4/4 kick. It's pretty easy to me, a 31-year-old man, to understand like why people would enjoy the song. What is your take on this? Like, where do you think this is coming from?
I mean, like I can pretty easily, like, I don't know. I'm pretty like just okay if people don't like the music. It's pretty weird. I make it mostly just for fun.
I was telling a friend yesterday. The artists that change the world are the ones where you have a group of people over here that think it's the worst fucking music ever, and you got a group of people over here that would die about it. Nobody that's ever just been like, okay, has changed the game.
I think it was just that I was exposed to an entirely new, different subset of people. I will say it was surprising that like it was then that like it kind of like really like blew up in terms of like discussion around it. It's because like it's been like a while since like I've been like growing and stuff. I thought it would like happen earlier, honestly. That I would get kind of like weird discussion around me.
Well, I was really pouring gasoline on that fire because I was really enjoying people listening to it and being like, as they so often do, how is this new metal? How is this new metal? And that it was a really great opportunity for me to finally really be able to put into so many words is how I feel about it, which is like, you don't know what new metal is now. Like, you know, Meteora was 20 years ago. The definition can change. Things change. Would you consider yourselves the future of new metal?
I wouldn't. I would feel very, very big claiming that title. I feel like there's a lot of like really interesting like directions that it's going in that aren't just what I'm doing. You know, I would say stuff like cyber grind is really like pushing what like you could loosely call like new metal forward. You know, stuff like Blind Equation.
Amazing band.
I feel like that.
Amazing band.
Yeah, incredible. Shoutouts.
What if I, the CEO of new metal, were to bequeath you the title of the future of new metal?
Pardon? Sorry.
Bequeath is, it's a weird word. It kind of like jams up.
Oh, no, I know the word. I just didn't hear the first part.
If I were to bequeath you the title of the future of new metal, would you accept?
I would accept it, and then I would try my best to feel like I've earned it. Because I have not earned it yet. I only have like 13 songs that are out. Will definitely need to make more music, you know?
What was your breakthrough moment? Because you are incredibly popular. Like,
yeah, it was kind of like it was like pretty gradual. I would say the thing that like really took off was I uploaded like the entire like Chaser EP as one video on YouTube, and that really blew up. I think it has around 1 million views now.
And I was noticing it's like it's your music, of course, but you also have this really cohesive visual style. Like as someone that's been doing this for quite a while, I know that a lot of people looked at this album cover and were like, "Well, I got to hear that." What are some of your like visual inspirations?
In terms of like visual stuff, I've just kind of like been drawing my whole life and just like, like making stuff up. I look a lot at like the artists of like designers and artists of like, Jet Set Radio. This is one artist, Yapiko, that I really admire. Uh and like I really love Satoshi Kon's art style. That he uses in his
Director of
movies.
Paprika?
Yes,
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Genius.
absolutely.
Well, what I
One
was
of my favorite.
I think what I have a note here. Like I was
Yes.
going through your visuals, listening to music, and my only note, it's just one word with a hyphen. Dreamcast core. Does that resonate at all?
I mean, like I do really enjoy like that, like old style of like visuals, especially like the UI. Especially for the Dreamcast. I feel like the Dreamcast has
Because it was
one
such
of
a
the best.
unique moment. Like with the Xbox and the PlayStation 2, it was much more like dark. The Dreamcast was like so
Yeah.
bright and shiny. All of its games were all colorful. Your Sonic
Yeah, it
running
had
through
this
the
like
beach.
really new world feel to it. I mean, a lot of the games on there had that kind of feel.
That was another
It
note
was
that
just
I was thinking of, is that a lot of your music sounds to me like the Jet Set Radio soundtrack at triple speed and run through a guitar amp.
yeah. I mean, those games are very special to me. For a lot of like my music, I very rarely pull like like a very hardstyle specific influence just in how I like make it. I really usually just start with a basic like sample. I don't really go into stuff with like preconceived ideas most of the time. I just start with something and have as much fun with it as possible.
I love that. Oh, I love that ethos. That's really the way to go. Is to just be like, I have a ball, and then release it. Let me ask you this: would you rather be labeled nu metal than hyperpop?
Yeah, I was easily.
It's so funny how that has become like the new nu metal, and that all of its artists have to be like, well, we were always just doing our own thing. We never consider ourselves hyperpop.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think it's just because the label has been really stretched so thin. I think it meant something a long time ago. I think it meant something very specific when it started out with like PC music, like AG Cook kind of stuff. It's debatable where you could call that like hyperpop specifically, but I definitely think it's like the start of that
Was
like
Sophie
movement.
hyperpop?
You could like
You're like,
call her
how
that,
dare
but
you? How dare you?
yeah, I mean, just the way that she made music was so like specific to her and so like alien. I feel like it's not genreless, but very hard to pin down because like she didn't think of like things as specific like instruments. She didn't think of like sounds as like a drum or a kick or a snare. They were just like sounds that she used and created. And I feel like that is so like different from the ways that like a lot of other people make music. It's just a fundamentally different approach.
Yes, sorry, my Google Chrome really wanted to hear that song again. Very rude of Google Chrome. And is that like you take a lot of influence from that approach?
Not from that approach specifically. That's just like I just really admire Sophie for like the way that she saw things and like thought of music. Um, I, for me, I would never like try and like replicate or like that style that she created because I just feel like it's very like sacred and also just extremely difficult because she was just a fucking genius.
Sacred is a good way of putting it. May she rest in peace. What are some of your? Let me ask you this: what are some of your nu metal influences? What are some nu metal bands that you like, you enjoy?
I really enjoyed Korn when I was younger a lot. I I don't know why, but I always would just the song that I would just like listen to the most is not the greatest one to listen to, but like I just love Daddy a lot.
The song means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's an incredible song. Um, it's you can't. I don't know if you would necessarily like consider them like new metal, but like Big Black a
Oh
lot.
wow, I wish I could. I wish I
Yeah,
could.
it's that's just like a stretch. And I think it's a stretch also, but I really like Typo Negative.
Typo Negative. They're one of those bands where it's like I consider them like a satellite band. Like they were traveling in those scenes, touring with.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They're not new metal. I wouldn't do that.
For me, I'm more just like influenced by like the ethos, I guess, of it, like the songwriting, just like abstract, like weird abrasive elements, but condensed into very like poppy, like or more just like structured like songwriting.
You would
That new
like
metal
you said
influencers.
you're really influenced by pop songwriting.
No, just like the way that new metal sometimes like does things, where it has all these like abrasive elements in it, and like strange things, but it kind of usually condenses it down into like more of a structured and like not pop, but just like that kind of songwriting.
Yeah, every once in a while, I feel like you got to take a step back and appreciate how weird all those Korn songs are.
Yeah.
Like Freak on a Leash is wow. How did this get so
Mhm.
popular? This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. You got to remember. You got to remember that that's true. I was wondering, no pressure, but I was wondering, your partner in crime here. Could you introduce your?
Yes, sorry for not doing that earlier. This is Skyla.
Hi.
She does DJing for me at live shows. She's my girlfriend. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Hello.
She's.
So you have I apologize on this one. I should have looked into the live setup. You do DJing and fentanyl. You're like
DJing.
the lead singer.
It's DJing is more like just like the
It's a nice
term.
colloquial term. I do like live mixing for vocals. I cue songs. I give her a break if she needs water, because it's a very, very like high energy performance, and it
Yes.
usually like destroys a body after you're finished to some degree. So I try my best to make things somewhat spaced out, and I try my best to make things like flow together while also giving those breaks in between.
So, and would you prefer, I say Noel or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do Noel. I don't know how many times I can do fentanyl. I think
Yeah.
Noel comes a lot more natural. So, did you say that you do your art, the art for?
Yeah. A couple of the like the covers are not my art. The main Chaser cover isn't, the And I'm Gone cover isn't, the Waitlist cover isn't, but the like all the other ones I drew.
Okay, and do you also do the animations?
Like the animations in like the YouTube, like the
Yes.
the
Yeah.
main Chase. Yeah.
The kids are too talented. The kids are too talented. We millennials, we were etching cave drawings with our Macromedia Flash and whatnot. So what kind of programs do you use for that? As a computer, as an animator, as a nerd, I would love to know.
Yeah, I mean, like for that like Chaser video, I just did it in like After Effects just because it was quick, it was simple. I use like Clip Studio Paint for drawing. I just have things. I'm someone who's just like I get frustrated with programs easily. So like I just need something pretty simple that I can set up.
After Effects
Like-
is simple.
I mean, for what I do with it, like I'm just moving shapes from around.
Okay.
You know?
Good. I'm glad that's your experience. So what would I'm sure that you've heard this plenty of times. I had to, as someone who is absolutely rip shit insane and reads every single mention that he gets on Twitter, I had to take in a lot of people. You had a lot of people that were all about your music, loved your music, and then you also had a lot of people that were just like, this isn't music, it's just noise, which is a very old man ass thing to say. But do you ever have a response to that? Are you like, okay, good, glad that's how you hear it?
Yeah, I mean, when people are like just don't like it or dismissive of it, I made like all of the songs that like got very popular just for fun when I had like no audience, just for my friends, with my friends. And so like it wasn't really for me about making something that was like super appealing to people, or like even like like appealing at all necessarily. I'm glad that it seems to be appealing to people, but I just have a lot of fun making the things, and so if people don't like it, my like enjoyment from like that creation, I've already gotten it, and
Oh.
so
That's awesome.
I'm pretty like good for whatever anybody has to say about it.
Yeah, I think about social media just because it's what I'm at, want to do all day. It's like, can we still have a version of success that does not involve prostrating ourselves before these platforms and trying to go viral and trying to get that traction and using all these hashtags? Like, is there a version of success where we don't have to put that pressure on ourselves?
I mean, I feel like if you are like, are you talking strictly in terms of like creative work and stuff?
I just know that there's a lot of pressure. It comes up interview after interview. There's a lot of pressure on the artist now to also be the advertising executive and
Yeah.
market their stuff at also. And I just think that's
Yeah.
very unfair. And I'm wondering how people of a different generation feel about that themselves.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've never like gone on my way to do any kind of like marketing or anything. I don't use like, I know a lot of people who use like TikTok for like, you know, marketing their music and stuff. I've never done that. I mean, again, it plays into the old thing of just like, I'm, you know, I made it for fun. I'm mostly just uninterested with like pushing it on anyone that would potentially get like tired of it or annoyed of it. I'm just happy with it existing for the people who enjoy it.
Just pushing in general always feels kind of gross.
Yeah, I would say that like if you're an artist making stuff, like if you just don't want to interact with like whatever kind of zeitgeist that comes out of like the work you create, I would say just like ignore it, because it's gonna like influence your work one way or another. Like even if you don't care about what you're seeing, you're still gonna like see the things people are saying about your music, and it's gonna like fuck with you some way subliminally.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's not like in the past where you would cut demos in your basement and work on your sound in private. Now you can go from like first recording straight to the World Wide Web in seconds, and and it's like already you're just getting feedback. You're getting a feedback loop right there. But it seems to just kind of bounce right off you. You've got you're following your arrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who are some of your non-nu metal influences then?
I would say people like, obviously, like I would say the big one that a lot of people like say with like is Machine Girl and stuff.
Generational talent for sure.
Or generational talent. Not just Matt, but Sean is one of my favorite drummers of all time. I would say that just like the lyricism and the like production styles have evolved like so much from each record that it really, yeah, again, like he's a generational. I don't think there's anybody else who has ever made a song like them.
Yeah, they really push the limits of like, it sort of feels to me like a rebellion of the Spotifyification of hyperpop, of kind of making it into a more digestible playlisted.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
They're more like the label that I would say for them is like digital hardcore.
I was just about to say, I was like, I feel like I need to be respectful both to them and to you and say like, it definitely is more of a digital hardcore sound.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Other influences. Lustic Puppy is fucking amazing. They just released a new album, which was phenomenal. I've been listening to it constantly. Igloo Ghost is another one. Like this, like just like the soundscape, and that's another person who has just a really fascinating and like esoteric grasp on production and just like soundscapes. It's like different from like what Sophie did, and I wouldn't like necessarily compare it. It's just someone who like also views what they do not only just like in the music but also in like the art that they create for it, very differently than like any other artist I've ever seen.
Do you feel yourself as someone to like continue that lineage forward? Which is a weird thing to say since they're still an active concern. They're still an active band, but
yeah, I mean, I am not someone who is like ever going to see myself as like taking up any mantle necessarily. Just because
you are the mantle.
I like I said earlier with like inserting myself or like pushing myself on anything. I don't want to like take up a space in like a like a in anything that I really admire, just because I wouldn't want to change it. You know, I really enjoy it just for what it is like at this point, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'd want to do that without me having like a tether in it.
I'm noticing here some people are pointing out what you said earlier. Lust sick puppy, not sick puppies. You were shouting out lust sick puppies?
Lust sick puppy.
I'm gonna throw that up on Google now, right here.
Yeah.
Never heard of them. I'm gonna get in on that. I'm gonna get on that.
It's fucking amazing.
So
songs like Goat Meal. Sorry to cut you off. Produced by Machine Girl.
Again.
The couple songs. Yeah. So if that piques your influence at all.
Now, would you say that the visual side of it very integral to the experience?
Yeah, I would.
Fentanyl experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say so. I feel like it, like the music itself. Like I always make like the art after the track. Obviously, I don't know anybody who makes it beforehand. I don't know why I said that, but I usually just try and make something that sounds like the music, embodies music. I always do the little thing where I take the phone photo of the art off the monitor, just so it has that weird little.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
just
so clever.
Has a little digital look to it.
A little uncanniness.
Yeah, the little like creature or whatever that kind of just like spawned out of. I just drew a random cat for the first cover. I did it on like the pet cover, and I kind of like that, so I just like kept rolling with it. And I guess now it's like the face of what I do to some extent. I would say that the visuals of it have like helped a lot. I feel like they're pretty eye grabbing.
It's so critical when you think about the percentage of people that are going to see your music now before they hear it. It's not like radio or something. You're going to get the visuals before you get the actual music.
Yeah.
Are we gamers?
I mean, like in terms of like, I used to play a lot of video games, not like as much these days. Right now, and what I do play is mostly just like old stuff. I really love Skate 3. I really love, like, not Vib Ribbon, but the sequel Vib Ripple.
I've never heard of that.
Love Seaman. Like just. Really
did you
love,
play Neon White? Yeah,
I did. I do like some of them like movement shooters style games. Obviously, great soundtrack. Yeah, no, that game's fantastic.
And then the one other that I feel like, Ultra Kill.
Yeah, that one I'm pretty aware of at this point. I played, I think, a couple levels of it, and I got distracted and did something else. It was back when it first came out. I really fucking enjoyed what I played of it, and I probably should go back now because of whatever, like, about the comparisons that I get with like one of the voice things that I used, and just how people like play it a lot while listening to it.
Yeah, it's interesting with this conversation, thinking about how it's like this scene does kind of extend to games. Like I just played Slayer's X last week, and it's sort of this like bright, somewhat nostalgic but contemporary, and then of course the music, very loud, very digital, very hard. I'm seeing something here in chat that I missed. You shouted out Seaman, the Dreamcast game?
Yeah.
Oh, I was right on the money then with my assumption earlier. So you have a Dreamcast?
I did when I was like younger. I like just like saved up some money and bought one in high school.
Don't have it now.
It's back in Toronto.
I'm gonna when this all comes together for me, and I'm really balling out of control, I'm gonna buy one of the Fred Durst signed Dreamcasts.
Oh, you gotta do that.
I gotta do that.
I would kick in.
You know that they sponsored the Chocolate Starfish tour. Dreamcast did.
Really?
It was the Mobile Assault tour. They went with a truck devoted to like having Dreamcasts you could play to each tour stop, and if you were like waiting in the parking lot, you could go play Dreamcast games.
We gotta get back to that type shit.
We really do. And when I talk about things like this, I always get concerned that people think of me as like a nostalgia page or a throwback page, but it's like no. There's so much. It's like so much rich visual, cultural, musical alchemy back there that you can take and then move into the future with. Like, it's never an ironic thing for me. I just appreciate so much of that style, and I don't think it's played out like certain other eras, certain other things are.
Absolutely.
Zazzy, you don't have to.
All
I
right,
was
what's
wondering
up?
if you wanted to chime in here a little bit. We'd love to hear from you as well. The mysterious in the dark.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's there to know? So I'll answer questions.
How's your day going?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, yesterday was kind of like crazy because like I think both me and like Noel like kind of got like jet lag because of different reasons. So like we didn't talk at all. But today, yeah, it's pretty chill. I guess I can like talk a little bit about myself if that's cool.
Please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so how this kind of came across was I was in a band called Rural Internet. We did a bunch of, metal rappy
Yeah.
cyber
Posted you guys
grind
before.
shit. Yeah, we did a bunch of that. And yeah, I just kind of like tapped into like Noel because I think Noel wanted to like get shows or something or whatever. So like we were already like tapped in a little bit. Like we fucked with each other's music and shit, but like I swear too much. But like yeah, we fucked with each other's tunes and shit. So like yeah, and it just kind of developed from there. Mostly a lot of I don't know, like that's the main thing with me is like I just kind of do a bunch of emails and do a bunch of calls for her now. It's kind of the gig.
God's strongest soldier right
If
there.
if I didn't know her, I'd be in a ditch somewhere. She's fucking done.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Do you want? Yeah. I was honestly inspired a bit by Vincent Void of
Oh hell yeah, great guy.
Omerta slash I can't
Dark
remember
Complex.
his first name. Dark Complex, yeah, Dark Complex.
Poor guy.
Because he
was way ahead of it with the new metal revival, and they got
yeah,
savaged for that.
Definitely, bro. Like I fuck with like all those dudes over there. But like yeah, he was talking to me. He was having a chat and like we had like a chat, and he was like, the best thing you can do for one of these new bands is like have like an artist's perspective, but like not be entirely in like the mix of it, like as a performer, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
and I think we really need people to come in to step in and take some of the pressure off the young artists, because there's like when you said that yesterday for you was crazy, all I could think about was like every day is crazy. I don't remember the last day where I was like, what a normal day I'm having. What a chill ass day I'm having right now. I'm gonna blow up on TikTok so I can release a terrible pop album called Every Day is Crazy. I better write that down. I'm too old for that, way past that. So anyway, yeah, so the reason this has come together is because we had talked briefly about a show opportunity. Please.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And I'd asked you, I was like, let me get back to you on that, but what's a femtanyl song that I should post? And you'd sent me Lovesick Cannibal. And then it sat there in my inbox for weeks. And I always feel bad when I worry people think I'm ignoring them. So I finally go back, grab it, put it up, and I just couldn't believe how fast it took off.
Oh yeah, like, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's your interview.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it was really like, I mean, I just kind of knew that, like, in particular with Lovesick Cannibal, it's like I feel like it would get like, it would immediately like register as like kind of a shit post if I did like Het or something, where it's like the influence wasn't there, but like Lovesick Cannibal, like even though like it's not like strictly like what I mean, like it's not. It doesn't have all the presets and like shit that new metal has. It doesn't have any of the DJ scratches or whatever. Like, it does really sit in that world to me.
Well,
you know what I mean? It feels like skating music.
You know what's funny? So I got to have this debate with so many people because of the post. y'all were trending on X for a while there, by the way. I don't know exactly what that means. It gave you guys the most anodyne, whack-ass AI-generated headline ever. It was like, fentanyl's music sparks debate on X. Yes, yeah, totally.
Yep.
More than, hey, all publicity, good publicity. But someone had asked me, I got a lot of questions, like, how the fuck is this new metal? And to me, I was like, well, you know what new metal was. New metal was industrial, rap, hip-hop, a combination of, and funk, all these things combined. But what new metal is to me today is it's accessible heavy music. Just anyone that's making heavy music with the goal of finding a big audience, with big aspirations. That to me is like, all right, get in the boat, get in my ark. Let's sail this. So that's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of the mentality I had
But it's
when
not
I like pitched
metalcore.
it to you.
That's the only limitation. I think the only limitation is it's not metalcore. You can't send me metalcore.
We fuck with a little metalcore, but yeah.
Everyone,
I
nobody
get it.
wants to just talk down on metalcore too much because metalcore Twitter is so real and so toxic. But I'm mostly of the opinion like, fuck a metalcore. Oh my god.
I actually don't think me and Noel have had one conversation about metalcore. If I'm being
Oh
real.
my! I'm so sorry. You please keep
No.
it that way. Make this the beginning and the end of your metalcore discourse because it's a nightmare. So
Hey.
I'm curious now. You've been making these songs. There obviously is a lot of appeal innate to the songs. You hear the songs, you want to hear the songs again. You're touching on something that I've seen a lot of people hint at, but is really being developed by you. Where do you see yourself taking this in the upcoming weeks, months, years?
I mean, I really just want to see what how far I can go with, like, my abilities and sounds. I really want to develop into a really good live performer. I want to make stuff that is really, like, captivating in a live setting. And just, like, really make a special experience like that. I just really want to make stuff that hopefully doesn't like create any kind of like bad stuff happening.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I meant by that. Just like
Thousands dead from new fentanyl song.
I just feel like there's a lot of like I don't have any like real specific aspirations of like sound stuff and like so I just want to keep doing things that like feel right by me and that like I'm happy with, and I still just want to be able to have fun with it.
I think your bullshit discourse, controversy, quote, retweet, nonsense nightmare will be somebody is going to be like, we need to talk about how fentanyl is glorifying fentanyl with their name and how intensely problematic that is. Then someone will figure out how to make it ableist. You can't discriminate against addicts, and it'll just go forever.
I mean, the name was like a funny thing because like when I first obviously like started it, like I said earlier, I really had no conceptions that we'd even get a quarter of as big as it did. I just wanted to make stuff that I could show my friends and could have fun with.
It's a catchy name. It's a catchy name.
It was just like I just like texted like two of my like dumbass friends and said, would this be funny? And they said yes, and so I went with it. And like obviously sometimes like like get comments that are people like I like this music, but like I had like a friend of mine or like a like that like had a overdose, and I feel very conflicted about it. And I feel conflicted about it sometimes. And even though it is like a kind of a like edgy, I guess you could say, name, I feel like as long as I just don't like play into that and make things that tend to glorify that.
Macho Mushu says fentanyl sounds like code for estrogen.
I have heard that a lot. Yeah, I didn't even consider that when I was thinking of it, but yeah.
Well, I made a deal. I put it up here on screen. I said I was going to open up the audience questions at 5 subs. I've decided we're close enough. Right now we're at a solid 0, but it would be mean for me to deny your fans a couple questions. That's right. You will watch those ads. You can fix that. Sorry. So if we have questions for fentanyl, Zazzy, drop those into the chat now, and I would love to ask. Ace of Lobsters, don't complain about the ads. It's a fixable issue. Open your heart and your wallet. Fentanyl, dream collab.
Akaimana and the channel were meant to be.
Fuck. I got like a couple people that I would really love to work with. Just like in general, I really hope to do some stuff soon with like I said, I mentioned them earlier. It'd be sick to do some stuff with like Blind Equation or like Love Bajalvin. Love to.
Oh man, I had the question right here. I was like, I have to ask because I love Bajalvin too, and I was like, that would be the link up of the century.
Shout out to my boys. I love them.
Crazy kids.
Yeah. Be great to work with like more like I do like a lot of like I do all the production myself, and so when it comes to like producers, it's difficult to say, but like just being able to like talk with and like work on stuff that would never even be shown would be like really fantastic with people like Eagle Ghost or people like that.
If Drake reached out and offered you a verse, would you accept?
Fuck that pedophile. I'm from Toronto. I have had to hear about that motherfucker my entire life.
You are?
Yeah.
I feel like you could take it and then really edit it into something completely unlistenable. Listen, I think there's really only like a 50-50 shot of that happening. Anything's possible. You just dropped Toronto, so. What was that?
I think I'm too old for him to want to work with me.
Ooh. I got a question here, very near and dear to my heart. Will you ever come back to LA? Because I am also an Angelino, and
I was just in LA 2 days ago.
I know. 2 days?
Yeah. We did. I did. The
Zazzy
subculture.
hates me. You hate me. How could you let
dude,
me?
I posted that shit like 15 times, bro. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I did the
so much, by the way. Undiagnosed autism.
They're great. I will definitely come back to LA. LA is great to perform in.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be back in LA. I mean,
You performed too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we opened for Krayshawn.
Well, not opened. It was like there were like 3 rooms in the venue.
You did Catch One? You did, was it Catch One?
Yeah, it was Catch One. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, he's back.
Culture?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been to that. I'm very jealous of them though.
Yeah, it was great. All of the people at Subculture are lovely, and it was a great time.
Damn it to hell. Well, good for you.
Well,
Bad for
I will
me,
be
but
back,
good for
and I
you.
will message you directly when I'm there.
Please. We need you over here. The entire underground music scene has disappeared from LA. All you fuckers are on the East Coast now. It's anyway. Let me
we've
check
done
over
like
here.
we've done like 2 joints in LA. I think the reason why I didn't directly message you is you were in like San Diego or something, right?
Yeah, I was. So you know what? Maybe it's better that you didn't hit me with that FOMO. Actually, I've changed my mind. I love you, Zazzy. All is forgiven.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Ooh. Garfield Lover cover album in the future. Garfield, I can do you one better on that. This is an exclusive leak. So everyone in here, hush, hush. We are working on a new metal covers comp. We have a lot of bands signed up for this, and I have it on my whiteboard over here. I was going to ask, is that something you would maybe be interested in?
Absolutely.
Woo!
Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Femtanyl is going to give us their take on Roland. I can't wait. No, I think you should do Freak on a Leash so far, or something like that. We need someone to do a popular one, or like Got the Life. Everyone right now is picking some esoteric deep cut stuff, and we need a few people to step up and just give us the big bangers.
Anything you want to give me?
Well, we'll chat after this.
Has someone done Nookie yet? Yet?
All yours.
Rare. Oh, okay.
ODST Sam Owens. I feel like Fentanyl gets hate in the same way 100 Gex, and I'm very proud of myself for going so long without a 100 Gex reference. I love them, by the way. Don't. For example, from the old heads in the new metal scene, especially when they opened for Deftones, which was so dope.
That was fun.
So lit. How do you feel about that? Just how do you feel about the constant sort of backlash to music like this?
I mean, Yeah, I mean, I obviously remember what it was like when like fucking Money Machine had its like moment on Twitter back when like that came out, and it was like a big like controversial thing for like weeks and weeks. I would say that like, you know, those songs have a lot more thought and like skill put into them than like what I do. Um, but I feel like the reaction is somewhat similar, but also just like not similar, because I feel like it takes on like, it's from people who understand the music a little bit more and have like more valid criticisms with it, with my stuff, like, you know, because with the music I make, I just do it, you know, for fun and like what sounds best to me. It's stupid, and I just like, I know I put thought and care into it, but it's not something that I am like trying to impress anyone with necessarily.
And furthermore,
And-
if you draw a reaction like that, you know, you got to be conscious, you got to be aware. But when you draw such a heated reaction, usually it's like, okay, we're doing something right. We're on to something.
yeah, I mean, I mean, if it was just a negative reaction, you're probably doing something wrong. But if the mix of it and just like the polarity of it, usually is like it's a decent sign that you're doing. I mean, you're doing something. You're affecting people.
I think what freaks
As
me
a-
out, what truly saddens me. I'm sorry, what was that? Go ahead.
Oh, I do have a question to you. You can get yours off if it's more connected. But like, as a Los Angeles resident, have you encountered the elusive Dylan Brady at any point or not? Because I have a story with him, but you can.
We just keep almost missing each other, keep not connecting. Something
Oh.
something that I want to happen, but the problem is when you want to make a connection like that, you don't, because people don't like it when you're thirsty. But it's coming.
I encountered him at the randomest time. It was like it was at when Sophie was doing the back-to-backs at 1720 or whatever. He was just kind of there, and it was like right after 1,000 Gex had dropped, and I was talking with him, and he was like, "I don't think that record's gonna blow up." It's the
Really?
funniest thing. Like, he was like literally, like he was just like, "Nah, I mean, like, it's just, I'm glad my friends like it and stuff, but like it's cool." And then
Album of the
and
year.
then after that, he like had the Brockhampton show, and after that, it just seemed like he was like really cemented in shit after that. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I think it's the same. I think it's the same vibe. It's just like, of course, like when things come out with like the certain vocal processing, you know what I mean?
I know what this is,
Certain-
and it scares the hell out of me, because what this is millennials finally arriving at that point where they have fallen off the culture and don't get the new music. This is my generation finally being like, what is this crap? This isn't music. This is just noise. This is awful, and it's sad. It's sad to see. Sad to see.
I'm gonna not call out bro because he's going through some shit right now, but one of the fans did send something into like a reaction channel, and he low-key his reaction was he was just confused. You know what I mean? He was just like, I like he wouldn't dare like comment on it really. He was just like confused for the entire 13 minutes. And
Man.
I think that's beautiful.
Here we go. This seems like a real fan question, and they're the only ones that subscribe. So, Akayamana, you get all the questions. So keep them coming. Noel, is Next Level Heaven gonna drop soon?
I mean, yeah, I hope so. Me and Sal haven't like made anything specific yet. But I love her, and I'm excited to like do stuff with that.
What is Next Level Heaven?
Oh, it's just like a random like thing that me and like my friend Salv, Male Pup, shoutouts, like wanted to do, just like make songs together for fun and just like fool around with that. But nothing's come of it yet, just because like we're both like pretty busy.
This one's all capital letters, so I gotta indulge. Femtanyl, have you ever played Night in the Woods?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was just such
Love
a
it.
gimme for you. You're like, of course I played Night in the Woods.
Yeah, no, I love that game so much.
You ever played Disco Elysium?
Yes. I didn't finish it, but
Oh,
I unfortunately, just because I didn't like have my like computer with me.
the peakest.
Yeah, amazing game.
All right, what else we got in here? Give me a few more questions, people. Give me a few more questions. Is that how you say Elysium? That is how you say Elysium. Elysium is how I'm assuming you were saying it. Ask about the most recent song, and then it's like an angry face with like the open mouth. Like I'll try to do it, the emoji here. Something like that. That was okay. I love them all. B, that one song changed my brain wiring. What song are they referring to?
I believe they're talking about Weightless.
Weightless.
Yeah. That's a fun song. I enjoy that one a lot. I like the Exorcist 3 sample I used in it. If anybody takes anything from this, you should go watch The Exorcist 3. Incredible movie.
Is it the best of the franchise?
I mean, I don't want to say anything like crazy. I mean, I enjoyed it the most. I think it's just like it's very like thoughtful. The dialogue is like extremely sharp and interesting, and it's got like just a really fantastic like that. I mean, the scene that I sampled that from is one of my favorite like scenes in any movie. It's got one of the best monologues I've ever heard.
Do you program the sample to a MIDI keyboard or a pad for the live shows?
I mean, like right now, I just have like a button that I press on like a little launch pad that like cues all of the different stems to play, because I'm like out front just like screaming and like dancing and stuff. For like that, it's mostly just like pretty simple right now. I really want to expand it and like add more interactability into it, but right now it's pretty like simple.
What kind of equipment do you use to compose music?
My DAW, I use Ableton. I just have like most of the stuff that I do is just in there. I would say that like a lot of you can do incredible things just with like the effects already in Ableton. A lot of what I use in my songs is that. I would say there's amazing plugins out there, but you can just do fucking anything you need with them, like basic like Ableton plugins.
I learned Logic. What a dog.
Logic's all right. It's got some like decent like live instruments. It's got a lot of like you can choose between like the annotations on like a saxophone.
This is my advice to all of you in the chat right now. Never learn a program where you're locked to one operating system to use it. That's what I'm saying right there. Moving on. Do you like horror movies? Along with Exorcist, there's a Saw sample in And I'm Gone. Horror movie buff?
Absolutely. I love them. I feel like most genres are more fun and interesting if you add horror into them. We've just been watching like just horror movies constantly these past few months.
What's your favorite? What's your all-timer?
Like just horror movie or just movie in general? Because it's like
for me, I'll say Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The remake?
Fuck no, Jesus Christ.
I would say for me, maybe like the Happiness of the Katakuris. It's not like a very scary movie. It's mostly just like weird and like silly. It's by the guy who made Ichi the Killer. I would say other than that, Test of the Iron Man's fantastic. This is just what fucking happens. Somebody asks you like what your favorite movie is, and then every single thing you've ever read it or heard or listened to in your life. Seven's pretty great. More of like a thriller, I would say though.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's spooky. It's got
a head in a box. I got one for you. You're gonna like. I think you're gonna love this, and I hope you don't already know it because it's gonna blow your mind. So the guy that directed Tetsu the Iron Man also did a commercial for a Japanese product, and Trent Reznor did the music.
Fuck. What was the commercial for?
Shit.
I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm sure if I search the Iron Man commercial, I'll get exactly what I'm looking for. Throw a Trent on the end of that. There it is. Yep, here it is. Trent Reznor and Shinya Tsukamoto collaborated on a commercial for MTV. So it was an MTV Japan commercial. I'll send this to you once we're off of here. I'm excited for you to check this out. Have you seen I Saw the TV Glow? Boy, I need to see that. I know it's got
Not yet.
a
I'm waiting
certain
to.
actor.
I'm waiting to get back to Florida so I can see it in theaters. Hopefully, there's a theater near me that's playing it.
Yeah, I need to see
That I'm really fucking excited for that. I'm excited. Connor O'Malley's in it.
Oh, cool.
Love him. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
All I heard was that Fred Durst is in it, and I'm just like, where? I need a theater. I need a theater right now.
Yeah. Except for the soundtrack too. I think it's Alex G who's doing the soundtrack.
Cool.
That sounds super sick.
Wow, we're really running out of. Oh my God, XXX Garfield lover XXX. You're never gonna guess what they're asking. Opinions on Garfield movie.
The new one.
Fuck if I know.
I am resoundingly ambivalent on the new Garfield movie. But we love Garfield. In fact,
We fuck.
You
You fuck with.
we love
Wow.
Garfield.
Yo, she
This
got
was
the
my
cat.
first-
Yeah.
I fuck with that Garfield. He fucks with Garfield heavy. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Garfield lover. This is your lucky day right here. This is your lucky day right here. Thoughts on
Check it.
fan art?
Love it.
Yeah.
Anybody who enjoys my stuff enough to make their own stuff out of it, absolutely. I know people ask me a lot if they can use my stuff for like animations or like, you know, projects. You never need to ask me. Just fucking use it. I turned off the content ID on all my songs on YouTube specifically, so people
Wow.
don't or anything like that, because I just want people to be able to like use for whatever they want.
There was a Garfield plush thrown onto your stage at Subculture.
There was with a with a weed testing kit in it, which neither of us smoke weed.
I didn't realize you had to test weed.
I think
no,
it was a
it's
Put
piss
a-
test.
fentanyl's in weed now.
It was a piss test to see if anybody.
One of the
Got
ones
it.
you got-
Got it.
Yeah. Which yeah. I mean, I love. Thank you so much for the Garfield plush. And I guess thank you for the weed testing kit.
Both of them are going on display.
Macho Mushu, is the character Garfield a dog or a cat? I've genuinely seen debate on this. No, you haven't.
Huh?
No, you haven't.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I would say
The fuck kind
he's
of
a
fucking
fucking
topic.
cat.
what kind of question is that? This has never been a more settled question.
He hates Odie because he's a dog and because he's stupid, but mostly because he's a dog.
Yeah.
Dogs in the Garfield universe do not have like coherent, like readable thoughts. You know what I mean?
Mods. Ban that loser. Ban that loser. That fraud.
Can we fuck with the Bill Murray Garfield movie at all?
Oh, I think they meant Femp's character.
Also, don't
That's
get
so
the-
funny. We're like our minds in the gutter. We're talking about like, what the fuck kind of fucking question is that? Of course, Garfield's a fucking cat. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's just interchangeable. It's just like a white little creature thing, just a white little weird freak. You can say whatever you want about it. I don't think that.
Non-binary. It's a non-binary creature. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I deserve that. I
Yeah.
deserve that.
Yeah, it's just. I think we did say that it was a cat earlier, and we usually
Oh,
call it a cat, but you know, it's whatever you think it is. You know,
Yeah.
it's like an anime creature. Like it's just whatever you see the most in it.
Sleeper Agent 22. I'll take this one. Is Charlie Brown the goat? No. Snoopy is the goat.
L.
Snoopy is the
L.
goat. Charlie Brown is not goated. Charlie
Charlie
Brown did
Brown's
not
got
have
a kind
hose.
heart. He's got a kind heart, and he's got a hopeful yet he's not hopeful because the world's beating him down.
Someone
He's a baby. He don't even got hair yet, and the world already against
he
him.
never
Give him
understood-
some fucking
Every time
slack.
he's tried
He'll
to
get a
kick-
bitch eventually.
Every time he's tried to kick the football,
He never realized that the only one in his life telling him to lock in was Linus. Linus was like, you need
Char-
to lock in. Or Peppermint Patty. I think Peppermint Patty was
Char-
also like, you need to lock in.
I think Charlie Brown just needs, you know what I mean, some pickup artistry in his life. You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean?
He needs to
That'll-
read the game.
See,
you
Charlie
know?
Brown, no, Charlie Brown's way too pure hearted. He would be like, well, that is not an appropriate way to speak to a woman. I'm going to go kick this football over here. Well, all right. I feel like the chat questions are starting to spiral. I'm getting a lot of normal questions.
I mean, can I at least see a couple of normal questions?
All
I'm
right, what do we
curious.
got with the normal questions? Do you fuck with normal?
I asked with the normal questions. If you're just asking me my opinions on normal, it's normal.
Who's normal?
It's Normal's the little gray
guy.
The gray one. The gray one.
He's always
Gray one.
Garfield's always shipping him to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Normal
There's a lot
is
of Garfield lore I wasn't up on.
Normal is controversial because Normal is kind of an op in Garfield. You know what I mean? He's kind of a
But Normal didn't never do shit. Garfield just hates him.
Well, no, Normal's kind of annoying.
Garfield is a tier 1 hater. Garfield's a top tier hater.
See, you see why he's so controversial already. No one can get the story straight.
Apparently.
Marco Brud highlighted their message for this, which does nothing for my final situation, by the way. Cheer with bits or something. God, I hate having to whore myself out to this platform. Marco Brud, I need a new album. All caps.
I don't
even
have
one album.
That's not even a question. It's a demand.
We don't even have the one album.
A album yet. I just have an EP. But yeah, I'm working on songs. I'll get that to you. Big boy.
Okay, we got some more. We'll get some more hardcore questions coming here. Well, we see a song you performed at Subculture being published. I remember you performed a bit of Weightless at Makeout Music. Is that a deep cut? Your fans are like composing. You got fans at like fish levels of dedication.
Sea of Lobster
Yeah, well, I mean,
says cheer
Weightless
100.
is
Can we
just
give you trinkets
an
at
out
shows?
song. Yeah, I mean all the songs that like I played like a couple early on in like the earliest sets that like I'm probably not gonna use, but the two that I played at Subculture, yeah, those are gonna be released.
Here we got a good
Did
one.
you do
here.
ours?
Go ahead.
Did you do ours or not?
Yeah, I did do ours. That was
Oh
gonna be released.
oh yeah. I have a song with Noel. I guess that's
Oh shit!
out there now.
Murdered that
Yeah.
shit.
All
Murdered
the
it.
family, send it, leak it to me.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, hold on. Ace of Lobsters Live cheered for this, so yeah, got to do this. Can we give you trinkets at shows? Yes, but they must be Garfield themed. I'm stepping in on that one.
I mean, I
well-
love a Garfield trinket.
what-
You can give me a little trinkets. People
What-
usually just give me little trinkets at shows. I appreciate them. I love them.
Can we
Can you what?
can we turn this interview on you? Can we turn this interview on you, Kirk,
It
for
was
like a
just
little
about
bit?
to. Sleep Agent 22 asks, "What's your opinion on Kirk?"
Oh,
He's pretty chill. Seems like a nice guy.
I fucked with the frosted tips.
Yeah.
I fuck with Kirk. I fuck with Kirk
We
the
fuck
long
with
way.
Kurt.
You got a very new metal haircut going on. It very much suits your brand. Suits you.
Love him.
Every day
Yeah.
I aspire only to look like someone who would be really easy to dress up as if you were to do a Halloween
Right.
costume of me. I would want it to be very easy.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
All
But
of
yeah,
it.
we got a game for you, Kirk. It's the fucking millennial versus zoomer test. And so I'm gonna give you some artists, and you got to give me your opinion on them right now. And if you
I was
don't, you're old.
born for this.
Okay, Cemetery.
Yeah, I don't know any of their songs.
Fucking-
Doing bad so far. Shit.
All right, net spend.
I fuck with some net spend. I heard he's having some label troubles. I heard a rumor he's having some label troubles, but I know we'll get there. I need to tell
Single is-
Deftones to clear that shit. I'm gonna tell Deftones to clear that shit.
The vocal sample was a beautiful, like, flip. That was crazy.
The
The music
Deftones
video was
sample.
Yeah. Let's see. I those were the two I wanted to do really badly.
This sucks. I
Um,
thought you were gonna be like Van Halen. You too.
Osama-
Van Halen. Oh yeah.
What did you ask?
Osama's son.
Osama Sun, you rock with him?
Wow.
You rock with
Now I
spellcasting?
don't usually feel old, but here we are.
You rock with spellcasting?
Do you rock with
Shut up.
Black Coast?
Uh,
I could do this too.
it's true. It's true. It's
Fuck with
whatever.
some chat
Oh.
pile.
Oh, we fuck with Chat Pile, of course. They don't know that I am actually, like, kind of from Oklahoma. I've lived here like fucking 6 years.
You ever crash your
So,
car
like-
into the side of a store?
Numerous times.
Numerous
I
times.
swear to God, the most money I've ever spent has been on fucking cars.
Are you
on
serious?
God.
You've actually done that?
Dude,
Wow.
I don't want to go in depth in it, but oh my God. Yeah, something about it. But yeah, Chat Pile, goated, my homies fuck with them.
30 something.
I've never met them.
30 something kings. Shout out to my 30 something kings out there.
Yeah.
Salute. If we were to give
Yeah.
you a gift card at a show, where would you want it to be from? Auntie Anne's
Give me mine.
pretzels. Plus fiction,
Just
man.
give me
I'll take
mine.
this one. Auntie Anne's
Oh,
pretzels.
wait, what did you say, Noel?
Just give me money. Just give me money instead. Just give me money.
Just rubber band a bunch
I
of
don't-
20s together and throw that shit at
Rubber
him.
band, a bunch of bunch of
$100,000 bills.
What was the
Barack.
rubber band a bunch of $100 Delta gift cards.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my baby buy.
Oh my God, Frank, if you can hear me, drop that album, Frank. If you can hear me. Once he announced that like jewelry brand, I was like, it's over.
The
It's so
kid
over.
thing. I love that.
Oh yeah. Bones. What do you think of Bones?
Not
Kirk.
Zoomer shit.
That's not Zoomer, but like, you know, like I figured he'd know it.
When it
because,
comes to new
like,
music, like all of my attention goes to new metal bands that associate with new metal. Bones just needs to come around and be like, yeah, I'll fuck with some new metal.
10 years.
Yeah, it's not a. Yeah.
It's just Fred Durst has crowned him the successor. You know what I mean? Fred Durst. He's you know, he's opening his tour. He's fucked with Bones the long way. He was at the fucking one of the first Bones shows.
All right.
Rare Lore.
I'm gonna catch up on this one. I'm missing out. My bad. That's on me. My
Yeah.
bad. What do you guys think about AdBlock, the browser extension?
I mean, I got it installed. I got it in there.
Fuck with some AdBlock.
I mean, I don't usually go in, like, if I'm using a website that is like smaller, I turn it off just because you get that money.
Nice, like ours. I be leaving the AdBlock on and stuff, because for the longest time you're like, fuck an ad, I'm gonna keep the AdBlocks on. And then we launched our website, and our website is plastered in ads. And now I'm like, you freeloaders, you thieves.
Do we rock with uBlock Origin more here, or like is it strictly
What
AdBlock?
do I got on here right now?
I've been ad blocking for a decade plus. So
I
if uBlock Origin is better at sniping YouTube ads, though, I'm gonna change it up. Fentanyl, favorite PC game?
Spore.
I was about to answer for you.
Yeah,
Dude,
Spore is the first game I ever played. It came out the year after I came out, 2004.
Oh, you would.
I came out the
Dude,
pussy.
I got so fucking mad, dude. Like, I thought of Dark Spore recently, and then I tried to play it, and then the servers are down, bro. Like, you just actually can't play Dark Spore.
What the hell is Dark Spore?
Dark Spore is the continuation of Spore.
Oh,
It's
really?
the
I thought
sequel.
the continuation was Spore Galaxies.
Look. I'm not deep in the Spore lore. I just know
The Spore.
that Dark Spore, made by the same company, and it was like more of a creature, like you can like interact on the internet with your creatures. But now the servers are literally down. Like if you own Dark Spore, you just own a hunk of plastic.
Y'all fuck
You
with
know
some
what I mean?
Baldur's Gate 3?
I haven't played it myself, but it looks pretty cool.
I'm in on it.
I
right
played
now.
I played a bit of it.
Playing the character selection because they spend so long in there, but that character selection looks amazing.
Oh, you know what? I got a good question. When you customize a character in a game, do you make it look like you, or do you make it look like whatever?
I usually just make it look like a nasty little freak as quickly as possible.
I definitely go in to try and make it look like me.
We made the Xbox 360 avatar look like
Oh.
O.J. Simpson.
Just the day after he died,
RIP.
we had to
RIP.
immortalize him.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about becoming an OJ's innocent truther, like way too late. Like just out of nowhere, suddenly I'm just like at a dinner table or something. I'm just like, he didn't do that shit.
Where does OJ rank amongst LA legends?
Oh, he's up there. Because he's the
Yeah, yeah.
quintessential LA legend. You know, he blocking off the 405.
we got the Florida
Oh.
version of that. We got Chester Stone.
That ain't no juice. That ain't no juice on the loose.
You cannot be saying that Chester Stone
He's
is
the
a
good
nice
version.
man.
He's a Tampa
Wow.
legend.
We met him.
I
He's a
mean,
nice man.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
He's a beautiful human. I did not mean to
He was-
compare him
he
to
was
OJ.
very-
He's just our version of the
He was
legend.
very nice when we met him, Chester Stone.
I heard that DJ Vlad was offering like $1 million to OJ if he just talked about what went down, and I really hope, it's really sad that he died before he was able to take that offer.
I'm so
Because
upset
that would
right
have been
now. I'm
great.
getting all these reports in the chat room that people are getting hit with 12 ads. Damn, 12 ads. And I'll make like 22 cents off that. That's fucking crazy.
You better get it. You better get that Raid Shadow Legends money.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. You watch those ads, broke ass. You won't sub to my channel. You watch those ads.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
Having a moment. Well, I think that does about wrap it up here. It's tradition now with artist interviews. I want to give you guys the floor, and I want to let you shout out as many current hip happening pushing bands that are going today, any genre.
Who wants to start?
I'm going to immediately shout
Okay.
out our girlfriend, Susie. She's in a band called Shine Machine with her roommate. They just announced and they're very soon dropping an album. I'm very, very excited for it. You can check Susie's Twitter out. It's just at Sewershroom. That shit's everything I've heard from it. It's been incredible. I am very excited to be annoying and play that in front of her. But yeah, immediately going for that. Anything else?
I mentioned him earlier. Get on that Bajalvin shit. Get on that Blind Equation shit. Get on that Lustig Puppy shit. That new album is probably gonna be my favorite this year. It's incredible.
There's a new Black Dresses album right now.
Yes,
They say,
came out today. I
Yeah.
believe. Right? Yes.
yeah, they came out today. Yeah,
Shout out Stevie and Ada.
yeah,
Get back
yeah.
to my
Devi has been a big supporter of the like folks. So yeah, fuck with her. And the music's really good.
Incredible. We mentioned earlier real quick. Shout out Spellcasting. Very
Like literally like spellcasting, like witches and wizards.
not the artist, but shout out that too.
Shout out to spellcasting as well. Yo, shout out my witches
Shout
out
out to
there. My
Yeah.
mages. Where we at?
Yeah.
Whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
definitely.
I don't think you do an ICP chant for mages, but anyway.
Shout out Salve, Male Pup. I would just say, like, yeah,
Yeah.
Sassy-
Taki is Dead single coming eventually. I'm pretty sure. Who else? Like, am I not like spoiling by telling that I heard drop?
Boiling.
Lustig Puppy's album's really
I'm
good.
Abu and the channel we're meant to be.
Lustig Puppy's album's really good. I really like.
Oh, real quick, listen to Die Laughing by Zombie Shark and the album Bury Your Teeth.
Oh yeah,
Albums.
Thought Crimes record is really good. I heard it like a year ago, and it still slaps.
There's so many good bands happening right now.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
There's
America
so many
has a
other
new-
people that you could be interviewing.
Okay,
Yeah.
America has a new record. CPU Buddha has an EP out, I think. I'm pretty sure.
It's fucking incredible.
sick as
See-
hell.
CPU, yeah, he opened for us a few times. Starry has an album. She's my bandmate. I don't have an album.
You get there. We're gonna win you back.
Yeah, for sure. I think.
Ooh. You guys fuck with What's Dysmorphia?
Oh yeah, they lit.
I
In my
I
opinion.
just saw them. Someone pushed someone else onto the stage. I think they were just moshing, and the bartender sprints around the corner and bum rushed them out the door.
Raven
so
Zero
hard.
U55 and the channel we're
Oh,
meant to
yeah.
be.
It was lit.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, these kids are the future.
Oh yeah, and shout out Netspend. I guess.
And Danny Brown. Shout out Danny Brown.
Oh my god, yeah.
Shout out Danny Bruiser Wolf and Zaloopers.
Danny
and,
is someone I've been trying to reel in and appear on one of our things for a really long time because he fucks with.
I
the
mean,
metal long way.
we're the plug, bruh. He fucks with us heavy.
Oh really? We are oomphies. Like we've talked a little in the DMs, but he's a busy guy. It's hard to lock him down.
Yeah.
Okay, well that about wraps it up. That takes care of all my questions. Although, okay, I gotta be fair. We're a slave to the game.
Okay.
Woo subbed and then asked you guys for a room tour.
Oh,
This is we will not do that because this is not our room.
we're staying with in our friend's apartment right now, just
So
For a
friend's
couple
apartment
days?
tour. No, just
so we will out of privacy. No.
out of respect. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I just would like to say on behalf of myself, the New Metal Agenda, and the culture at large, thank you guys so much for all that you're doing right now. Your music is some of, if not the most.
I don't know if you can hear them, but they are shouting from the other room tour.
We have to do a room
At
tour
least
now.
I will pan the camera real quick
Room
in this
tour, it's
direction.
happening. It's happening. Oh my God! Straight away, first thing, pow. Next to the bed is some crazy work. Right above the bed is some crazy work. That counts as a full room tour.
You can't. They're going crazy.
That counts as an entire room tour right there. I feel like we've seen it all. Anyway, finishing my spiel.
Never forget.
Thank you. Also,
The world spins because of musicians like you. Music is the highest form of art that there has ever existed and ever will exist. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for making your music, for releasing your art.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait for what's to come. I really can't.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Zazzy, that thank you is for you too.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you for managing these
thanks.
geniuses, these absolute geniuses.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Peace out. Stay in touch. Covers comp. I'm going to be bugging you.
Yeah.